Welcome to my channel, Cooking with Manual Focus, and today
I'm gonna teach you how to make an absolutely delicious shrimp and sausage jambalaya. Hey, let's go down to my workstation and let's get in the game. Now we're gonna get this trinity prepared. Now this is 3 ingredients that's using Creole and Cajun cooking, simple ingredients. You got onion, you got bell pepper, and then you got celery. This is gonna make for an aromatic, flavorful dish such as gumbo, and in this case, jambalaya.
Now what I got here, I got some pecan smoked beef sausage. Now you can go with andouille. A lot of people go with andouille with this recipe, but you know, whatever sausage that you wanna use, this pecan smoked sausage is gonna give it a bunch of flavor, just like that andouille, and we're gonna be in the game. So I'm just gonna get this cut up, and then we're gonna make our way to that pan. Now I'm working over medium heat. I'm gonna add some olive oil to this pan. We're gonna get everything started, and then I'm gonna add my sausage, and we're gonna brown the sausage to our liking. And I want to build some flavor in the bottom of the pan. I don't want to burn, you know what I'm saying, everything that's in the bottom, and I'm not in a rush, so we're gonna let this go. Like I said, I'm gonna brown this to my liking, and then once I get it to where I want it to be, we'll create some fun on the bottom of this pan. Hey, we'll be in the game. Now I think we're in a good spot. I'm gonna go ahead and remove these sausages. Hey, they looking good and it's smelling good. So we'll go ahead and get these removed from this pot, this pan. Drain some of that grease off, because we want to leave that grease behind, and it's gonna help cook down these veggies, the trinity that we got, that onion, that bell pepper, and that celery. Now what I want to do is I want to cook my shrimp. And I'm gonna add some Cajun seasoning on the shrimp, and we don't want to overcook it either, so about a minute or so on each side. So we're gonna add this back in at the end, and those shrimp were cold, so we're gonna let this come back up to temp. While we do that, I'm gonna hit it with a little bit more of that Cajun seasoning. Okay, so those are perfect. We don't want to overcook them. Hey, they're gonna continue to cook, you know, when we bring them back in the recipe. But like I said, I just wanted to get a little flavor on them, and we'll be in the game. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna let this reduce down. The flavor from the shrimp and then the flavor from that sausage is gonna be oh so delicious. And then once it comes down, you can see it, it's almost to my liking, where I wanted it to be right there. Yes sir. So we in the game. So what we want to do is we want to go ahead and add in our trinity, and that's that bell pepper, that celery, and that onion. Now we're gonna work with this. We're gonna let this render down, and then the acidity from those onions will take up the rest of that fun from the bottom of the pan. But I'm telling you, it's smelling absolutely delicious. We'll let this go. We'll let these reduce down, and we'll be in the game. Once I got the trinity where I want it to be, and these onions and bell pepper and celery has reduced down to my liking, I'm gonna add some minced garlic to the mix. And we'll let that become fragrant, and then we'll add in some more ingredients. Now when that garlic becomes fragrant in the house, now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add some tomato paste, just a couple tablespoons. Now I'm gonna add in some homemade smoked paprika, a little bit of onion powder, a little bit of garlic powder, and then I'm gonna hit it with some more of my Cajun seasoning. And then I'm gonna add in my crushed tomatoes, a little bit of thyme, and then I'm gonna add in about 3 cups of chicken broth. And then we're gonna let this come to a boil. Now we're gonna add in about 1.5 cups of rice, and we're gonna get this stirred in. And then we're gonna let this now come to a boil. We're gonna cook this about 15-20 minutes, and then we're gonna add back in our sausage and shrimp, and we'll be in the game. Now we got this up to a boil, and I'm gonna add my bay leaves in here, and then we're gonna let this do its thing. All right, let's see what we got here. So you want to make sure that your rice is cooked all the way through, and you want to stir occasionally, make sure nothing sticks. But see right there, rice is all the way cooked. So now what I want to do is I want to remove those bay leaves, because you don't want nobody chomping down on that bay leaf, right? So we got 2 that we need to fetch. That's the first one, and then we're gonna find that next one, and here we go, right there. Now before we add our sausage and shrimp back in, here's the time where you want to add and adjust your seasoning. Is I'm gonna hit it with a little bit of pepper, a little bit more of that Cajun seasoning. Then I'm gonna give this another stir, and then I'm gonna give it another taste. Hey, but this is looking amazing, fam. Hey, that's on the money right there. Now I'm gonna add me a little bit of green onions into the mix. And now I'm gonna add my sausage back into the party. And then we're gonna get everything mixed in. Ooh, yes, sir. Hey, that looks absolutely, delicious, fam. And then lastly, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add that shrimp back in. And now, this is ready to serve, because that shrimp is already where you want it to be. And you got some absolutely delicious, flavorful shrimp and sausage jambalaya. All right, fam, we got to get us a taste test. You already know I got to get me some shrimp. I got to get me a little bit of that sausage. Hey, and we're in the game. Cheers, fam. Now that's simply amazing right there. I'm gonna give me another bite. You in the game? Yes, sir.